Governor State University is home to a variety of students of all different races, ethnicities, and backgrounds. We at GSU believe wholeheartedly in equality and equal opportunity among students. Our staff administration is prepared to guide each and every student through college, from admissions all the way through to graduation. GSU offers an abundance of resources and organizations to help students not only have a successful career, but also enhance the college experience. Let's take a look at GSU, the educational destination. Today with us, we have a very special guest, Mark Kula. Mark, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
What exactly is your role here at GSU?
Well, I am a staff member for a department called DLMD, which is Digital Learning Media Design. We deal with all the media material for the campus. And I more or less wear three different hats. I'm a supervisor for our student workers. These are media students who've proven themselves to work with us side by side and get some work experience. I'm an adjunct professor, meaning I teach 1 or 2 courses a semester as opposed to the 4 or 5 as a full-time. And then I'm also a supervisor for our sports broadcast interns, where I've got 10 to 14 students under me working the broadcast for basketball, soccer, and volleyball.
Nice, nice. What makes GSU the perfect destination for students?
Well, our number one reason, and we brag about it and we're very proud about it, is you can come for a great education at a really good price. GSU is probably the, if not one of the least expensive colleges in Illinois. And normally, if you look at the figures, we're anywhere from $1,000 to $7,000 less per semester than some public schools here in Illinois.
Absolutely. Is there anything in your opinion of which the campus could improve on?
I think advertising this fact, or advertising themselves overall. Here in the Chicago area and probably within 50 miles of GSU are anywhere from 8 to 12 different colleges, and I'm including Indiana. So we need to get ourselves out there compared to the other campuses.
I agree. Thank you, Mark, for your insight. We're going to talk more. GSU is well known for its diverse population. Let's take a look of what that campus is made up of.
Diversity is the most important word on the Governor State campus. It covers so many areas on the campus. It allows all to be one. GSU has a growing population of international students. They come from over 20 countries and 6 continents.
I think it's a good opportunity for international students and also the students like me who are not international. Just going, again, back with the whole different mindset sort of thing, being able to learn from other people's cultures. They get to bring that here, and then they also get to take something that they learn back home. So I think everyone kind of benefits.
The Office of International Students, or OIS, assists our students in any way possible to make their stay on the campus and Illinois a peaceful and rewarding stay.
Diversity is important to me as a student here because no matter if you're different, you should still be treated with respect and treated as well as everyone else, no matter, the difference there.
So for me, diversity, it's more than just like how you look, it's how you think too. So like lots of different ideas, people coming from different backgrounds, that sort of a thing.
International students are not the only diverse makeup on the campus. GSU has open doors for all race, ethnicities, genders, and orientations. GSU prides itself on being an all-inclusive, welcoming campus. All who want a college degree are invited to take a look at Governor State University.
So, Mark, how would you define diversity?
Well, diversity, like many other people, in fact, probably the majority of people, is, the number one fact is it's usually ethnicity and culture. But I also look at it at a larger gambit than that. You have age, you have locale of where you live. I mean, different vicinities, eastern seaboard, Midwest, the South, all have different thoughts. Then you also have, of course, our international students that we've got coming in.
Great points. Why do you think diversity is important for GSU?
Well, the interest here on this campus, in fact, a lot of what is in the area, in the municipalities and the villages and cities around us, has the same kind of makeup that we have on this campus. Down here in the southern suburbs, it's predominantly African American, and this campus is just over 50% in African American students, followed behind in second there is Caucasian or white, which I believe is just below 50%. Then we have a decent amount of Latino descent on the campus. And then of course you have our international students, which every semester or every year seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
Speaking of international students, what are your experiences like working with international students?
I find it kind of fascinating is because there's this view that we get from our international students that we don't really think of or get from our American students or even myself. Sometimes I hear some things said or I see some points that are made that I'm like, wow, never thought of it that way.
Thanks, you're right. Thanks for the information, Mark. As you can see, GSU has over 5,000 students on this campus. So besides classes, how do you keep such a large and diverse student body interested in staying at GSU?
Resources. It is a popular word on a college campus. Although GSU is 50 years old, it has only been around for 6 years as a 4-year university. When this change came, GSU had to make some adjustments. The Office of Student Life took the lead to make the campus a friendlier place for students of a younger age. Many areas were upgraded for student use. There was the recreation facilities. Many students staying in the dorms needed something to do. The gym was completely overhauled for recreation and athletics. Then there was the personal recreation area with recreational and video games.
What I like about the game lounge is that we have this community, basically, our own community we made to ourselves, our friends who are like our family. We come here, we relax, we study, we get support. It's like a network system that we created, a support system that keeps our mentality, I should say, leveled. It keeps our studies up. Most of our grades are actually really good because of this.
There is an all-faith room added for the multiple religions. Student Life also plans activities for the weekends and at nights. With all the additions, is there anything still missing?
One thing I've always kind of wanted since I was a passion in high school was flag football, maybe more of an outdoor environment that we could do. The add part of rec center, get us some fresh air, so we're not all cooped up in here all the time. That'd be great.
So Mark, why is it important to have so many resources here at GSU?
Well, resources help, of course, our students get through their daily routine, if you will. You have to remember that the majority of our students coming into this school for the first time are usually 18, 19, 20 years old. And it may be the first time they've ever been away from home. So you can look at it as twofold. There's our educational side, teaching them how to go with classes, or we have tutorials, or we have what's called the junior year, which really isn't for just juniors, it's for everybody. But then there's also the resources for the fun side. You can't go education 24/7. Sometimes you just got to shut that brain down and just enjoy yourself.
Absolutely. How do these resources help with campus living?
Well, again, I'd like to focus on the fun side. One of the biggest ways that many of our students get their information is from the student life. In fact, they have a web page that gives us all the information of clubs, organizations, nighttime and weekend events to get the students out there and just to have a good time. And it just helps them break off some steam through what they're doing.
Absolutely, perfect. And just quickly, if you could touch on how it helps for freshmen that are coming in.
I think the resources just get them moving and be able to live on their own, point blank.
Hey, sounds great. Thanks, Mark, again for everything, for all the info you've given us today. With what we've seen so far, GSU is truly a special school. It is a campus filled with dedicated workers, extremely useful resources, and a focus on diversity. As we've seen, GSU is focused on providing the best experience possible for its students. Any university's main goal should be to improve the knowledge of a student and get them ready for their next stages of life. And it's so obvious that Governor State is doing their best to accomplish that, and we're all better for it. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great night.